assessor, and he is running for re-election.
Thank you very much. Well, good evening, everyone, and thank you very much for the invitation. Appreciate the chance to be here. And thank you for letting me be your assessor for the last 15.5 years. So, running for re-election, and I'm thinking that there's a lot of things that you can, you go into. In my point of view, public service done well is an honorable calling. And part of what I hope to do, I used to complain about government a lot. I used to be self-employed before I first ran. I do the self-employment tax checks and think, wow, this is a lot of money every quarter instead of write those checks. I used to, complain about government. And so, kind of like as Brian said, decided to run for office was something I thought I could do. So the area of valuation, property, real estate professional areas has been my background my whole career. Where I'm at right now is at a place of maintaining what has been a proactive effort to make sure nobody pays a penny more than the law requires in taxes. Some of you would remember many years ago, in 1998, at the county fair, I used to pass out coffee cups. Did anyone here collect one of those coffee cups that had on it Abraham Lincoln's picture and a penny, and it said not a penny more? So you got one still. So, well, anyway, that still rules. And an illustration of that is, when the market started declining, of course, we all know that in August 2008, it was when there was the very visible issues on Wall Street with Bear Stearns and Lehman Brothers. But a year and 3 months before that, I sent out value notices to 8,200 property owners telling them that we were lowering their value. In July of 2007 was the first time we started the reduction pattern as the market, and that was proactive. That wasn't waiting until people asked me. The next year, it was 16,000 in some properties, and that was still a few months before the August catastrophe. Probably Bear Stearns should have been looking at the press releases from Ventura County Assessor. Maybe they would have quit making loans earlier. But the thing is, where that ran to, and one thing that hasn't shown up in the paper, so I'm going to tell you because I think you need to know this. I told the reporter she wanted to kind of write a story about the candidates, and she's trying to find something controversial. I told her, well, the issue is the office has been run well. It's been run professional. I have outstanding people working for me. They answer questions. They try to help folks. And I said, and by the way, Kathleen, did you notice the $100 million issue? So what the $100 million is we now have approximately 80,000 properties that have Prop 13 values above their market value as of each roll date. So those all receive reductions. So out of that last 4 or 5 years, if you took all the checks that would have had to been written by taxpayers if the assessor had not been proactive and add up that difference between what their real tax bill was. So this is the folk, if you've owned your house like me for a long time, you're below the market value anyway, even with the decline. But for those 80,000 people, we have saved them. Actually, it's not just saved like how most government talks about savings, like saved money on sales tax. We didn't raise the sales tax. So now this is right, their tax bill. I've had people tell me, you lowered, my tax bill went down $1,000 a year because of your reduction. So $100 million is how much was saved in Ventura County alone, just Ventura County. So anyway, that's just an example of making sure nobody pays more than law requires. The good news is for all those folks who lost so much equity is the market's starting to get their equity back. Of course, the bad news is the assessor's paying attention to that too. So I will be responsible to address the new direction as well. Okay, that's the end of my message. One last thing, I do have a lot of endorsements, which is cool. Our county district attorney, Elton Gallagher, our sheriff, a lot of folks. But one interesting story. So my oldest son lives in Ventura. And he and his wife were going to send an email to a bunch of friends that complimented Dad, say vote for Dad. And so he sent one of the copies happened to go to his grandmother, my mother. So my mother emailed back, well, you forgot one endorsement. Put Marjorie Goodwin on his endorsement list. So my mother's endorsing me too.